Hello, this is our Comet to the Core project on Dallas Public Transportation. My name is Brock Mueller.
My name is Bennett Oppenheimer.
And my name is Jofiel Zapata.
So the issue we were tasked with solving was Dallas Public Transportation. And what we found in our research is that the Dallas Public Transportation doesn't reach the people who need it the most. And in an article we found by Mark Dent, the quote we find here is 1/3 of Dallas Transit dependent residents do not live within a quarter mile of a bus stop. And this is an issue because the people that are transit dependent are near the poverty line or below the poverty line. And they're the people who need to be able to reach their jobs the most. And whenever the transportation doesn't fulfill that goal, that's when it becomes a large issue. And we also found that the DART system at its core intended to provide people with a bus system and a rail line that they needed, but is severely flawed in achieving its goal.
And as stated earlier, those in need of transportation are limited to DART's shoddy buses and rail lines. However, the portion of the population that relies on public transportation have the least availability. Our solution as a team to improve DART's accessibility is to create more stops and add more buses to its pre-existing fleet. The extra stops would decrease walking distance to pre-existing stops, and adding more buses would decrease the often erroneous arrival and departure times. The location for more stops would be the north side of Dallas near Frisco, and to handle the new routes, more buses would be needed to keep the wait times down.
So our solution, as great as it may be to helping the people of Dallas, there is one major drawback, and that is the funding of the project. And with what we've also found in doing research on the cost of public transportation itself, is that to most residents, they can't even afford it. And that leaves us with no option in being able to increase the actual cost of the public transportation to make it more affordable. So because of this, we have, as a team, came to two possible solutions, and one of them is taxation, and the other one is making those responsible fund the project.
So this is how we're planning on fixing our issues. The main issue with our solution is coming up with the funds for such a project. The money's not going to come from anywhere. And we came up with two possible sources of income. First one being a 0.1% sales tax, or a property tax designated to fund public transportation in the Dallas area, and it will specifically be designated for public transportation and nothing else. The second one is making the Dallas Area Rapid Transit, or the DART, accountable. Dallas public transportation relies on the effectiveness of the light rail, but in recent years we have seen how it has failed to provide residents the transportation they need. Since the company is in charge of more than just the rail system, they should have their part in funding the improvement of the public transportation system. So in conclusion, the issue with the Dallas transportation system is that it is where people don't need it, and where people do need it the most, it's not there. We need to provide a means by which buses and other transportation means can be moved to those areas, and our solution was providing an expansion of the bus system by providing bus stops and more buses in areas that actually do need it. Thank you.